Objective 8 is the last objective for this chapter. However, we're going to use this for a while as a way to solve problems. So we actually will be using this for the rest of the year. But this is the process that I'd like you to follow when you go to solve a problem, and each part is worth points, okay? So for this chapter in particular, it helps to draw a motion diagram. So sometimes it's nice just to get a feel for the problem and draw out the motion. So is it speeding up, slowing down, going toward the detector, away from the detector? And so we'll draw a motion diagram. And in this, it's good to label the direction of the acceleration. And when you draw the motion diagram, it's easy to see which way that's pointing. So I'll go through an example here in just a minute. Again, this is just the process. So you want to make a list. You'll have these variables here. You should list them all out. You have A stands for acceleration, T stands for time, and D stands for distance. You also have a VO and a V, and you probably understand those are velocity. The O means original. So this is the original velocity, and then V is just the final velocity, what it is at the end. Then the next thing is to draw graphs if necessary. Not all of them will have a graph for you. Some of them will, but not all of them. And you want to calculate the values of the unknowns by using the following ideas. So you got to use the idea that the slope of the position versus time graph is velocity. The slope of the velocity versus time graph is acceleration. And remember the area underneath the curve of a velocity versus time graph is the displacement, how far it traveled from the origin. So make sure that you have these things down. If you make a flashcard on them to memorize them, however you can get those down in your head. We did go through a lot of labs, and we talked about them earlier, but remember these things. That will help you very much when you're looking at the graphs. Finally, step 4, you have to solve using the Fab 4. We could just call them the Fab 4 because these are the 4 kinematics equations that we'll use to solve problems. And you'll know what each of them stand for by filling these things up here. And whatever one only has one missing, that's the one you use. And we'll go through examples. So these are the 4 equations we'll be using. And you have to remember to write the equation and show all of your work. That's all worth points. And the 5th step is to remember to write all answers with correct units and sig figs. So try to think through that process in the end. So those are the 5 steps that we'll follow for solving problems. So make sure you show your work for all these steps to receive full credit.